going on, Calisthenics World? This is Martin. I'm here for Street Workout Magazine, live from Lincoln Terrace Park in Brooklyn. And today, what I'm gonna do is show you guys 10 different pull-up variations that I like to do just to kind of mix it up with my workout. I'm not gonna do them in order from easiest to hardest, just because I believe that everybody is at a different ability level and everybody has their own unique strengths and weaknesses. And so what might be easier for somebody might be harder for somebody else, depending on, their starting point. So, these are just 10 pull-up variations that I personally like to do in my workouts. Maybe you're already doing some of these, maybe you're not, but I hope it helps you out. Now, you could take these and you could do something like, 10 sets of 5, just to do like 50 pull-ups, light workout. I don't personally like to do that, but that's one option. What I like to do is kind of just take like 2 to 3 of them and then do at least 100 pull-ups for a workout, just so I can kind of really concentrate on that movement pattern and really, get it in good, as opposed to switching it every single set. So with that being said, let's start with the first one. The first pull-up I'm going to show you, it's called the kind of no-handed pull-up. And basically, you don't use your hands as the name is, as the name sounds. So you rest the bar kind of like on your wrists a little bit, and then you pull yourself up that way. So I'm gonna demonstrate it. So that's what it looks like. If you notice, I wasn't using my hands. I didn't grab the bar. It was kind of just, like this. So that'll actually help you build up your false grip, which will then help you with like slow muscle ups, or even if you go use gymnastics rings, it'll help you with that. So couple pointers with that. Number one, you want to just point down, and you want to actively flex down as you're holding on. So don't just relax your hand, like flex down, almost like you're doing a wrist curl, right? So hold down, and then try to like really create a lot of tension in your hands. So really like squeeze your hands to create more tension. And then what you want to do is retract your scapula. So scapular retraction looks like this. You're hanging and then retract. It's like you're squeezing your shoulder blades down. You see how my body is moving up and down, but my elbows aren't bending? That's all scapula. So when you're doing this version of a pull-up, you want to retract your scapula, press down, and then come up like that. Scapular retraction is important for other things later on, including the next variation that I'm going to show you. So number 2 on our list is going to help your front lever, and what it is it's a leaning back pull-up. So I'm going to show this to you guys from the side so you can see the lean. And again, this lean is you retracting your scapula and staying with that retracted scapula while doing pull-ups. It's going to help you with the front lever. So it looks like this. You go up, here, retract your scapula. You see how I'm retracted? And then pull up. Go back into it, pull it. Back into it, pull up. Notice my elbows lock out at the bottom, but I'm leaning back still. That's the scapula. So that's going to help you with increasing that strength so that eventually you can pull even higher to do a full front lever. And it's just a good exercise in its own right. The third pull-up variation I like to do is a switch grip pull-up. So basically, you go like this, you do one set like this, and then you do another set like this. So the thing I like about this is it builds strength towards being able to do eventually a one-arm pull-up. Now I can't do a one-arm pull-up yet, but I'm working on it, and this is one of the progressions that I'm using. So let me show you what it looks like. Here. here. And then, so I was here, and then you want to switch grips. So the idea behind it is that you want to put more of your body weight onto one arm. So the other arm is there, but it's only there to assist you. You're trying to do as much of the work as you can with one arm. So as you get stronger, you can use the other arm less and less. Now, if you were to do multiple sets of this, what you could do is start out with your first set here, your first set here, and then the next set maybe go here, and then the next set go here, and then maybe when you're here, so when you go wider, you want to keep bringing yourself towards the arm that you're trying to use more. So if you were doing overhand grip, you would go like that, right? And you're trying to really use that arm. If you're trying to do the underhand grip, you would go more like that, and you're trying to use this arm more. As you get stronger, you can start removing fingers. So right now you have the full hand. Maybe you can go and do like 4 fingers, then go 3 fingers. Then eventually, as you get stronger, you can go to like 1 finger, right? Middle finger's easiest. And go like that. And then the goal is to obviously work to just the one arm. So that's pull-up variation number 3. The 4th variation that I like to do is a close grip pull-up. So it seems like deceptively simple, but it's not. So what happens is when you put your hands all the way in like this, it increases the range of motion. This is actually physically the longest range of motion that you could do. Just to kind of give you an idea and have you visualize it, think about if you're going really wide, right? If you're going wide, that shortens your arms, so the rep is really short. So, you know, converse to that, when you bring your arms all the way in, you get the longest range of motion possible. So let me show you that right now. The 5th variation that I like to do is the X pull-up. So the X pull-up looks like this. Now you could do it on a regular pull-up bar, or you could do a chin-up version. Personally, I prefer to do it neutral grip, like on these parallel bars right here. It's a little bit easier on the wrist, and it's a really nice core workout too, because when you get on the bar like this, it makes your body want to spin in the other way. So you have to really use your core to fight it back, and make sure you do both sides. The 6th variation that I like to do is L-sit pull-up. So L-sit pull-up is really good for your core. If you can't do a proper L-sit, then you can actually do a modified version. This is why it's really tough to record videos in New York City. I'm gonna leave this in the video just so you guys appreciate there's so many distractions in New York between ambulances and outside sounds and little kids running by and whatever. But so where was I? L-sit pull-up. So you want to stretch out your hamstrings before you try L-sit pull-ups, just so you can get that nice straight L-sit. And again, if you can't do an L-sit, you can do the just having your knees up. Shout out to Beast, we're in Beast Park, so it's kind of only proper that I show you this one. Another great core killer. Basically you get up on the bar, and it's sort of like you put your chin above the bar and you get into like a chair, and you kind of do this thing where you're coming, it's like you're sitting into the chair, coming up out of the chair, sitting into the chair, coming up out of the chair. So I'm gonna show you that one right now. eighth pull-up variation that I like to do is the behind the neck pull-up. You know, some people think it's controversial. Definitely if you have poor shoulder mobility or you have rotator cuff issues, it's definitely something you don't want to do. But if you have healthy shoulders, good shoulder mobility, I think it's a great pull-up variation. Really targets the lats. So when I do my behind the neck pull-ups, I kind of tilt my head forward a little bit and I make sure that I touch the bar to the back of my neck on every set. So another great pull-up variation. Let's take a look at and see what that looks like. The ninth variation I like to do is kind of, it's based off of the Wingate holds. So if you ever, if you watch a lot of Team Wingate videos, shout out to Team Wingate. They do a lot of these static holds where they put touching the head to the bar and then chin over bar, and they spend some time hanging out on the bar. I do those personally as well. I learned it from them. It's a great technique to increase strength. So I like to do, I call them cadence pull-ups. And what you do is you start in a dead hang, then you go down, touch for a brief moment, chin over bar, hold it for a brief moment, back under, hold it for a moment, and then back to dead hang. And that's one repetition. So I like to do those. So let me show you what that variation looks like on the bar. The last and final variation that I like to do in my workouts is basically a wide grip. I think Danny Cavado calls them vampire pull-ups. Shout out to Danny. So basically what you do is you get on a pull-up bar set like this one, and you put your hands in a wide grip and you claw on the outside. So instead of having your hands like this, they're kind of going like this, and you're going like that, which it's a nice variation, really hits the lats hard. It's also good progression towards the iron cross on the rings. And yeah, it's a nice pull-up variation. So that's the 10th and final one. Let's hop on the bars and let me show you what that one looks like. All right guys, so those are my 10 pull-up variations that I like to do. Certainly not the only 10 that I like to do, but that's the beautiful thing about the bar, right? I mean, the limit is your imagination, and the more different types of pull-ups you do, the greater overall development you're gonna get, because you're gonna target the muscle in a lot of different ways, which will result in overall strength gain. So let me know if you have any questions, if you want me to clarify anything, leave your questions down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Hope you liked it. If you do like it, please take 2 seconds just to like the video. As you know, it does help me out. It takes time to make these videos, so I appreciate the love, guys. And subscribe to the channel. Definitely more content coming. And that's it. Have a great rest of your day. And until next time.